Welcome to Disney's Port Orleans Resort French Quarter. We are standing in a newly renovated, I should say, last couple months. They're really remodeled is the word. Standard corner room. So let's do it. Let's take our big turn out and wow, a new Disney hotel room with some color and some theme. Color me surprised. The one thing I will say is the flooring is standard. This is the flooring we're getting. This is what it's going to be. But otherwise, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. We have this little chair set and table over here. This is really nice. It's not vinyl. It's actual fabric. It's very, very nice. The seats are vinyl, but it's nice that the backs are what they are. Of course, a standard of the classic Disney moderates, the big old air conditioned unit under the window. There it is. Now, this is a corner room, and thus you have two windows because it is a corner. We have a nice view of Building 7. We're looking out at the Sassagoula River out there on this stormy evening. But it's a really pretty view. And I mean, for a moderate to have such a pretty view out your window, obviously there is a guest walkway in the way also, but nothing is stopping you from popping these open, turning your chairs and tables and enjoying an evening look out at the Sassagoula, watching those boats go by. It's very, very pleasant. That's why Port Orleans, people were surprised. We did like our hotel rankings on a recent podcast, Eric and I had so many moderates in my list and people were stunned, and Eric too, that it wasn't all deluxe. I was like, I kind of like the moderates more. I think they're a better value for your money. I don't dislike the values, but I think the moderates, they're a little more money. You get a whole lot of Disney difference in the next level. And it's still a pretty big jump up to deluxe after, depending where you're staying. Now, we have our lovely curtains here. No hidden Mickeys. A lot of these have had hidden Mickeys. I'm just curious if I should be looking for them. No, but they feel correct. They feel correct. Now, I will say, the bed itself is pretty standard. These with a lot of room underneath, but it is nice to have these big old headboards. Nothing crazy about them, but this is fine. It's probably vinyl, right? Yeah, it's faux leather. And this is decal, but it works with the New Orleans iconography, trumpets and drums and all sorts of fun stuff hiding up in that art. Look at this. Look at this. This is a throw pillow. Like, we didn't get the bed runners or the comforters back, but I think they're really listening. Where they're like, okay, we're not doing comforters and runners. Those require a lot of laundry service, but maybe we could do a throw pillow at least. The bed, people have said the beds are too plain. Totally agree with the fleur-de-lis and such here. It's a nice little touch. It brightens the room up. It makes a world of difference for such a small little thing. Continuing this way, there's some fantastic art. Love this. So we got Tiana and Naveen celebrating in the French Quarter. We got Louis and the band playing. Very, very cute. Here we have, this might be the most narrow end table I've seen. Not necessarily a bad thing. Hey Disney is here. It's turned off right now. Oh look, it's 50 years at Disney World. That was a great event, said no one. Anyway, USB-C and a USB there and two standard outlets hanging out there. I like this ledge. I don't like the material here, and it's off. It's off center. Does this move? Oh, it does. I can fix it. Don't worry, everyone. Now it's good. Now it's perfect. I do like that there's a little ledge up here. You put a phone up here. Not that there's not counter space right here, but I do happen to like that. Two cubbies, a smaller and a larger, down there. There are reading lights on the headboard. Then we got this whole unit over here. Lots going on. We have our TV. We have lots of charging ports. Is that an HDMI? Is that what that is? Is there an HDMI hookup to the TV here? Gotta try that out. But USB-C and USB here, two standard. Same thing down here, but minus that HDMI hookup. Now, we got plenty of drawers Oh, the Bible made it over here because there's no drawer on the nightstand. So there's a thinner drawer on top and then two nice big drawers underneath. You get that twice over. Then we have it's not a mini fridge anymore, beverage cooler. Cools to 41 degrees and above. And the above means it's not working, but they've covered their bases. There it is. I do like this grate. I appreciate the grate because it's thematic, but also you can see if you've left anything in the fridge, which was the point of getting these coolers that have the glass door, is people don't forget their food and stuff when they leave. I like the faux wrought iron brick Mardi Gras design here. I don't necessarily like that they didn't quite line it up. There's a big gap here and you can see through it. So it's levitating. I don't know if this is supposed to be pushed all the way in or not. Maybe it's supposed to be and ours just isn't. But it's a nice unit. I mean, this feels right for Port Orleans. I like it. Yeah, I like this. I don't like the way it doesn't line up. Maybe it does usually and they just didn't push our unit all the way in. I'm not going to get on the other side of this and push and see what happens. But what do we got on this thing? A Cuisinart? Yeah, we sure do. The Brew 2 from Cuisinart. Hanging out over here. We got our ice bucket. Oh, there's another drawer here. Oh, it's an actual drawer and a cubby. So storage space, not at a premium. There's plenty of it. I do love the little ledge. I wish there was one on this side, but because of the adjoining room, they could not put it there. I still would have put it here. And I guess even with I think you still could open the door. There is a place to hang jackets and umbrellas and things over here. I'm really digging this door. I like this door with the Tiana crown design. Man, she's really taken over. She got 2 resorts. She got a ride. Maybe she's getting a restaurant. Who knows? I see Lottie, and there's a Mardi Gras parade float, and it's the corner of Orleans Avenue and Royal Street. Very cute. Very, very cute. I sneak out of this little pocket. This slides, of course. I don't think you lock the vanity. No, you can't. Or does it have the thing that pops out? Let's see. No lock to the vanity. Okay. I like the faux dark wood. And I really love the tile. You know, there's a good amount of white on this side of the room, but there's lots of color breaking it up, which is great. I love that we've got very colorful tile. Feels right. This is a great little unit. Look at all that cubby space down underneath. They got the little boost for the kids to reach the sink. I could live without this incredibly plain and ugly tissue box and soap dish, but otherwise, like having the double vanity. It's always a good thing when you got multiple people in the room. And you know what I don't like? Non-daily housekeeping. For the price you're charging, even at the values, this has to change. You got to get daily housekeeping in here. I'm sorry. And I know there's some of you that don't want it, and that's cool. But I think for the price we're paying, if we want daily housekeeping, we should get it. That's the hill I'm going to die on. I love this. Is a nice big mirror, adjustable makeup mirror over here. We got lots going on back here. What is going on up here? You can't actually do anything with that. It's just, well, it feels thematic. Cubby here, ironing board, hair dryer, the iron. I'm just so thankful they got away from the steamers. For some reason, the garbage pail is in a cubby. I guess there's not a lot of floor space back here. There's a luggage rack. There's a whole little closet back here. And the safe and extra bedding. And full-length mirror. We got all the mirrors you can need. Now if we may... I was going to complain it's too plain, but at least it's got the indent. It's not that bad. Pop this open. Now the bathroom's pretty plain, not gonna lie. Here's your shower. Your fixed shower head and your adjustable and handheld as well. Mounted shampoo, conditioner, body wash hanging out in the back. Got our toilet here. We got our towels. Stabilizer's not liking me right now. Yeah, so pretty standard. I'm just thankful that the tile goes all the way in there. It breaks it up a bit, so it's not just a white room. And the white room does absorb. As the light hits the tile, there's a little bit of that color coming up. So, it's not bad. Probably my least favorite part, but I haven't stayed at a Disney hotel in a little bit. I don't know, Disney Planet Possible? Help conserve water by reusing your towels. It's a new look for those. And then, the fan's pretty hideous. I'm not a fan of that. Get it? I didn't mean to make that pun, but I did. So overall, I gotta say, I like the last version of the room. I might like this one a little more. I think this was a good update. We're staying at Riverside next. Gonna check out the new rooms there. Magnolia Bend. See how they compare, but I'm a pretty big fan of this. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. If you enjoyed this room tour, hit the like button and subscribe. We have nearly tours of every Disney room in the world. Not only Walt Disney World, but Disney resorts all around the world. So check them out. Thanks for watching.